It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see TJ Hawkinson. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Vikings and the Bears on Monday Night Prime Time.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Kicker Will Reichard has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. Won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Downfield's got a man, and he's got it. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run over center with Swift. And the D closes quickly. He stopped there for a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Right side caught by Odunze. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down. You have to be there to make up for it, and the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run. But very athletic, very impressive, and Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
If you ever want to get an idea, Mike, of just how competitive this guy is, when we talked to him the other day, despite the fact that he put up ridiculous numbers a week ago, you could tell that it was bothering him that he came up just shy of passing that 500-yard mark. He jokingly said, well, now he has something to chase. I could be even better. And while I don't think he was necessarily serious, it wouldn't shock me one bit if he put up similar numbers at the end of this one.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Left side here. Caught by Addison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right there in the field, there's no mistaking who it is. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
I know.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game is started, they could be in for a big day.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. They'll put Addison in motion. And he'll take it on in. Addison, touchdown Minnesota. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now, touchdown catches for him on the year. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Another run here. Another run by Smith. And I think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Right over the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No game.
On third and yard is Williams. Cross right side for a tight end commit. And he will have the first down. He he caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's to the former Chargers, Gerald Everett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you got to have a good tight end.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. He struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he shows off a little footwork. Winding his way for a run of 8. Now the 3rd and 2. Off play action. Here's Williams. Loose inside the 30. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to go backwards on that one. Taken down back at the 6-yard line. From a little further back, for 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. For all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got to let one fly. Carlson.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. 2nd down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Allison. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. Well, they have not been shy about looking its way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Regulation or overtime. Yeah, we're right. Yeah, what are the chances out wide?
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a give to H.A. And a good job following the blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays. And these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
You like 3 more yards on it. I got it. But that's a 15 IQ play.
Looking for Devon H.A. coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's a designed run. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd touchdown tonight. Riker now to add the extra point.
Nice.
It's up and through. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Now comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A play fake. He'll throw with Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll be taken down past the 40-yard line. No 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, it's Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On 1st and 10, it's Williams.
That's a dime. That's a dime.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
That was not looking at the skill. Set the fuck up.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a second.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
That's complete. It's Odunze. And he'll be taken down. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. On the boot.
What, B?
He'll look to throw.
Night, B.
The throw taken in.
I love you too, honey. Glad you're home.
To the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Following the completion,
What?
we'll get a stoppage here for an injured
Oh,
player. Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and
yeah.
goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. Powell now to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That is intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Give up the middle with Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Second down. It's Williams. Well, right side caught by Odunze. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
We'll start out here with an option to the left. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. A pickup of 9. 2nd and a yard. Now this is going to be a design run. They're going to keep it. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. It is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. For the longtime Charger, it's Keenan Allen. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Williams to the air once more. He'll try to run for it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is the connection that Bears fans have been dreaming about since these two guys were drafted in this previous spring's draft. I mean, they think they have one of the more formidable young quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire league. Williams, first overall pick. Odunze, number 9. The future looks bright in Chicago.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end comeback. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. To throw, it's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Tyler Scott. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings up. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings go up by 7, 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Williams. Throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week.
Williams hit and loses the football. But somehow it comes right back to him.
Offside. Defense.
Throw it again. It's Williams. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
There's that man again. Another catch. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. 3rd down coming up. Here's Williams. He's got it at about the 8. That is catch number 60 for the season.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. on is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Howell now to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byers.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
On the ground, it's Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Throws quickly. That's more on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's to Odunze again.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held in a completion.
Second down and 3. A run here with Swift. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
How now to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their big play wideout getting set. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is McCarthy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon.
In trouble, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
3rd and goal. They'll put Addison in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. And the defense rallies to the ball. Brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision maker. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He runs with it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return crank. First and 10. They send him right out of the slot. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. To the pylon, he's in. Cole Komet, touchdown, Chicago. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. So back and forth they go. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. He has been busy. 15 catches in this game. Wow. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. To the air once more is McCarthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. Here's Swift. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Deep ball downfield for Sherfield. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
What a year. Catch number 95 on the season. Got to make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. One more time, it's Achan. And he will score. Game on. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense and Rome Odunze getting set to get back on the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Howell now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
That is caught. Good throw. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So, out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again with Swift. There goes Swift. First down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California. And here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chop play. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They will run it over center with Swift. for a couple. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. They'll run with Swift. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. They'll go with him again. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Third and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact
Personal
with
foul.
the kicker too
Roughing the
late.
kicker. Defense.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back, fourth cup. They'll come up for first and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He's going to look downfield once again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year.